Yeah, bro, I'm back, man. I'm excited, man. I'm ready to dominate this podcast scene.
That's what's up.
I'm excited, bro.
Ready to be dominated.
What up, y'all? This your boy Westside Willie, pilot of the Bebop, coming in. I'm just letting y'all know that we will be departing from Detroit very shortly. So everybody get in their seats, sit down, relax, and if there's any thickums on this flight, you're invited to the cockpit.
Bebop, got it on lock. Check your wristwatch. Tick tock, time for lift off. You hear the stars calling. Baby, come and hold me tight. Cause the sky's falling in deep space, writing these jams. All I need is Jordan, don't look back. It's a price on your head, and they'll double that pay. If you alive, not dead. These cats is new to these scenes and new to these walls. And when the shots start firing, they start to look for the door. Baby, don't get too close. I'm a cowboy. Wake up and see that I'm gone, I'm with the stars gone. One thing I can say about life is that it's not born. And one thing I can say about us, we'll never stop hunting. I'm with my day ones, double shot, messing with my third eye. Brody wanna tag along, well we need a fourth mic, I plead the fifth. If the feds start catching up in space so long, I'm getting used to us suiting up with my day ones, double shot, messing with my third eye. Brody wanna tag along, well we need a fourth mic, I plead the fifth. If the feds start catching up in space so long, I'm getting used to us suiting up.
And mic check 1 2 1 2. Bebop boys back. Welcome back to the Bebop podcast, where we talk about anime, movies, comic books, and all types of fly shit. Fellas, boppers. What's the word, man? Welcome back.
I think Lear just got a questionable text.
What? Here we go, yo.
No.
What's the word, gang?
What up?
Yeah, man.
Welcome
back, Marty.
Welcome back.
What's the word, fellas? Man, it feel good to be back, bro. Feel good to be back, man.
Thank you for gracing us with your presence, bro.
You know, it took a lot to get back, but I'm happy.
Yeah,
I'm happy to be back.
It's like when the boss
When
come
Warren came
in,
back.
the manager comes in at your job, and everybody got to work and shit. Like, you got to look busy.
Oh, we can't be chilling in this vision.
Yeah, we gotta look busy.
bro.
It's more like you went off to war and you came back.
Yeah, bro, I'm back, man. I'm excited, man. I'm ready to dominate this podcast scene.
That's what's up.
I'm excited, bro.
Ready to be dominated.
Thank you.
Yeah,
man.
shout out to the
Appreciate
new subscribers too. I know it's a few of y'all out there that Matt said we waiting to get dominated.
But I would say appreciate to all of y'all though, man. Y'all been holding shit down.
Thank you, man. We've been trying, man.
The numbers been reflecting it, man. So it's definitely when you rocking out in just in normal life, and then you got a dream or whatever, and just the fact that you know you got people that can like come together and like collaborate and still like keep a thing going. It's like truly like it's peace, bro. So I appreciate y'all.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
y'all.
Yeah.
We got you.
For sure.
Locked down.
Man,
Yeah, man. So how was y'all weekends though, man? What's the word?
Weekend recap real quick.
Weekend,
Yeah,
man.
you gonna start with me?
Yeah,
What the
start
fuck
with
you
you, bro.
looking at me?
You gotta tell
Because I get shut down. No, it's not I get shut down. Let me not paint that narrative. We have a lot of topics to be talking about, so we can't spend a lot of time on everybody's weekend.
This nigga be like, we gonna do a weekend recap? And be like, sure, bro. What's your recap? Yeah, me and my girl went to Taco Bell this
We
weekend.
didn't go to Taco Bell this weekend.
He seems very excited to
What's
say
up?
his weekend this
What's
time.
up, bro?
What'd you do?
Shit, damn. We was just talking Monday about this shit too. About what the fuck I was doing. So I watched a lot of TV. Had a lot of time.
yeah.
Since I ain't got no fucking job, I got a lot of time.
Okay.
So I watched the Nick Carter documentary on HBO called Fallen Idols.
Wish I could give the world to you.
Okay. And I did not know.
You don't know that song?
No, I don't know that song.
That's Backstreet Boys.
I understand you, but I don't know that song.
That song was,
I know. I only know.
that song was
me know.
literally written by a black group.
Bro, it's all their songs were written by black.
No, they changed later on when people didn't like R&B as much. When white people stopped liking R&B, they was like, all right, back now the country.
So you saying the R&B savior is Justin Timberlake?
No. What the fuck?
Anyway, I did not know that nigga Nick Carter was a part of Backstreet Boys, first off. Did not know that. I swear to God. Did not know that shit. And also,
This nigga was just famous for no reason.
bro, I thought he was like a solo act.
No, his solo shit did not work.
Yeah, I was more of a NSYNC household, so them Backstreet Boys, they can backstreet over there somewhere.
You gotta play.
I want it that way.
And NSYNC got a song that's also a black song. What is it?
Gone.
You good? You okay?
What goes around comes
No,
around.
it was
No,
no,
gone.
no. It was
Gone.
it was
Is it gone?
Gone.
no,
That do
no,
sound-
no.
that
It
do
was
sound black,
before
though.
that. It was like it was literally in sync. I think it was their first album too. So so Backstreet Boys had this song, which is like, what is it? Love is all I have to give. That's Love is all I have to give. And then NSYNC had no this. How did that song go? It was like fucking
As long as you love me. Wait,
no.
I want it that way.
No.
That is Justin Bieber.
That was like a pop song. What is this song?
Hey, we showing our
Bro,
work.
About
it
to
was
look.
it's in sync. It's a R&B song. Them niggas was snapping on that bitch though.
I think-
and so you got to go back and forth. I had to play them back and forth, and I was like, which one is better? Because like I was like,
having a white
no,
off.
I'm about to, bro. It really was. It really was. But it was a appropriation off.
That's all like that Avatar shit.
Oh, I'm about to find that bitch right now.
My
Gotta run that
sister
back.
was 5 years older than me, and she was obsessed with all the
This
boy
I
bands.
promise you.
This I promise.
Oh, that song.
But yeah, anyway, yo, that nigga. Anyway, the nigga was a monster, bro. He was getting this shit off. He was getting this shit off. These record labels, like we had in, on the talk on Monday, these record labels was getting off on these niggas too.
I'm not going to say who owns the record labels.
And
I'm not even going to say.
Yeah. I thought about finishing it too.
my bad, Nick. I think I broke one of your motherfucking pop.
You didn't break
And
it.
don't sell yourself short. Remember, shout her out. You've been streaming too.
Oh yeah,
Streaming,
yeah.
you
Stream, yeah.
streams.
Unemployed
Been streaming.
streams, man. Yeah, we getting them cracking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we don't got to
that,
do shit in the morning, so that's what we doing.
That makes sense now. Okay.
Every single
Yeah.
time I go on
Alright.
YouTube, I see you streaming. I'm like, all right.
Yeah,
Streaming from the Bebop channel?
Bebop channel, yeah.
Yeah, make sure you do that. Yeah.
And it was restreamed, so thank you. The one you told me about.
But,
Appreciate that.
Yeah, crazy. Persia, what about you, bro? How's your weekend, fam?
I don't even remember, bro.
All right. Well, I'm like,
I went to my.
we had a little, writing session.
Oh, yeah, we did have a writing session. I wrote a script.
okay,
So
there you
we
go.
did a table read for a short film that I'm going to be in. Shout outs to my
Can you
homie
say we?
Josh.
Can you say we gonna be in?
I'm going to be in, and Lear's going to be there too.
You don't be around.
No.
that
You
much.
do got the most lines.
Me, Lear, and Nick
yeah,
are going to
yeah.
be in it. Wes is
Okay.
going to shoot it, and we're going to, my boy Josh wrote it.
Mhm.
He
We
was,
not gonna
Nick's,
say name.
he was Nick's boys first. So
Shout
shout
out
out to
Josh.
Nick.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. I
Nick,
guess.
unfortunately, Nick couldn't be here. He's at a clan meeting.
I thought you were
So-
stuck in
Damn,
traffic
bro.
going to the clan meet.
Yeah, nah, he might be. He might be there by now. As long as
Look at
long
Matt's
as-
face. Nah, he's like, nah, Matt. So,
as long as he's there before the sun goes down.
You're exposing us.
Yeah, my bad.
Matt, how was your weekend, bro?
It was good. I went to a friend's housewarming party. I popped my
Okay.
shoulder out of place and popped it back in, trying
Yo,
to show
what
off.
the fuck? Hold on. How
Can
do
we
you
go back to my
casually-
weekend then?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're working on that. We're working on that, and we also wrote a script for this show that I want to do called Campus Police, and it's going to be loosely based off some of my security experiences when I worked security.
That sounds
That shit's going to be fun.
What's the wildest thing you've seen as a security guard? Real quick. It's-
Spoilers.
Bro, it's hard. It's literally
except for that incident.
it's literally hard to say because there was so much shit. Like, bro, there was when I started working at Fairlane, the first day that I was there, it was some niggas fighting with stanchions. Like
Wait, what?
stanchions, like those
The
poles.
Beyblades?
No, the poles that they use to like form a line outside of like they were picking them up, swinging them.
You learn a word.
There was
every
like
day.
there was another incident, and I thought about this after the fact because I'm writing writing my character. I didn't even choose this. These niggas kind of pushed me in this direction where I'm gonna be the serious one.
Oh, yeah.
And
you
then
gotta
it
be.
turns out for me to be the serious one, and I'm gonna be the violent one too. Like I'm the one to take it there.
Yeah.
But then I realized after the fact that that's how my boss was at Fairlane. That nigga was like if that nigga showed up, he was putting his hands on somebody.
Bro, his shirt
he
was
was
tucked in all the time.
He was a Marine. It was.
Yeah.
It
I know
was.
the niggas are.
He was a Marine, a little stocky black nigga. He was
Yeah.
like if
When
he
we
showed
on-
up, it's over. Like he gonna put his hands on you. So we had one time where like somebody there was a fight. He showed up and just speared a nigga, and then a gun flew out of the dude's pocket, and my boy had to kick the gun. Like, bro, we had one time where there was a shooting, a police shooting, but it was because this lady came in. She was crazy as fuck, like literally, actually, clinically insane.
Yeah.
And she came in, and she started fucking with people. She was cussing people out, and she was like security showed up. She started fucking with them niggas, and then she like hit someone and ran to her car, and then she got in her car and was trying to hit the security truck with her car. And then Dearborn came and followed her, and when she saw them, she ran off, and she pulled into a parking lot that was across the street, and they like boxed her in, and one of the dudes got out of the car, and she drove her car at him, and he had to shoot her. Damn. And like shot her straight through the windshield and killed her.
Damn.
Children of Men. What happened in Children of Men? Was that Children of Men?
It's Boondocks.
Was that Boondock? I don't know.
Yeah.
Some movie
At the
where a
gas
woman got
station.
shot through the window.
But
Yeah.
no, if you
Hold on.
what?
Never mind.
If you work with the public, bro, you're especially in that capacity, you're gonna see everything. Like, bro, there was a nigga riding a little like it was like a portable like go-kart, bro. It like folded up. I swear to God.
Folded up?
I swear to God, he was driving it, and then I was working with this my boy Beckham, which you ever see those memes where it's like, jobs will have you being like 20 best friends with somebody that's 60.
Yeah.
And like that was me and Beckham. Beckham was my nigga, bro.
Beckham sound like an old nigga now.
He has a twin brother that works at Detroit police, and like Beckham transferred from there, like he retired out of there or something. But Beckham's an asshole. Like Beckham is the nigga that you don't like when you go to the mall or like some shit. Like he's that nigga. Like he gonna tell you to do some shit and he not gonna be nice about it. He's gonna be like, take your hat off. And like
at the mall.
But so he said that. So we saw this dude. We were walking, and he saw this dude on the thing, and he was like, "Hey man, you got to get off that." He was like, "What?" He was like, he was like, "Hey man, you got to get off that." He was like, "I ain't getting off of shit." I was like, "You should get up, bro." And he was like, "What'd you say?" And then he stood up. And then his two people came out of the store, and Beckham was talking to him, and Beckham is like probably like 5'5" and just a round.
Yeah.
It's a round nigga.
So like he be like, if somebody comes at him, he starts smirking and shit. So the dude says something, he was like, "What?" And then the dude was like, "Man, I'll beat your ass right now." I was like, "That's a terrible idea."
Yeah.
And he was like, "What?" And Beckham just started laughing. He used that as his phrase for me moving forward, because me and Beckham have been in some shit. There was a video on WorldStar of me fighting. Yeah. And I was like, I had this dude in a fucking in a full Nelson.
Wes, can we please find that video somewhere?
It's somewhere.
Yeah.
I had this dude in a full Nelson, and I was carrying him out of Foot Locker, bro. Yeah. And his boy, I didn't know that there was somebody else in the store with him, and he ran up and was about to swing, and I moved this nigga in the full Nelson in front of the hit.
Oh my God.
Bro.
Fucking Jackie Chan shit.
Fucking bro, for real. I was like, bro, I know I can get some. I know I get down, bro. Yeah. But then Beckham was the one that came and tackled this nigga after the fact. So that's my nigga, bro. But yeah, I could not, bro. I've seen people shit on the benches. I've seen like people do drug drop offs and all kinds of shit. Niggas pulling guns and shooting and all kinds of shit. I saw a nigga like, bro, I came around the corner one time when a nigga like pulled out a gun on a fight and then ran, and then he ran around the corner and ran into me and just dropped the gun.
You say shit on benches?
Yes.
You saw these people shit on the benches, or you just saw the shit on the bench?
I saw who did it. I did not see it happening. But they were.
You saw the culprit walking away. You're just like, you just take that shit.
No, they were. What's the word?
Just take that shit.
They were.
I would have been.
They were like radio.
Okay.
They look like me.
You crazy. What the heck?
What are you talking about?
But
Jeff.
So a question, is your character moonlighting as a rapper too, or nah?
No.
Okay,
it's gonna be a whole separate thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole separate thing.
Okay.
So I wanna that shit's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be fun. I wanna do as much as we can with that shit, because like that was an idea I already had.
Good idea.
And it would be easy because of how much fucking nonsense I saw working in security, bro. Like it was nonstop dumb shit. So
No, that sounds fly, bro.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
Did you ever get any streakers like in that Seth Rogen movie?
Observe and report.
yeah, I'm sure we have. Like, bro, the episode that we were writing was literally about a woman who came into the building. She plugged in a hairdryer and was masturbating with it. Like she was blowing it on her shit. and then it was a blend between that.
Nick's reaction.
It was a blend between that and this lady who was like a crackhead, and she went into Macy's and literally got naked and wouldn't leave. And then one of the dudes was trying to fight with her and she slammed him. like, bro, the shit you see, the shit you see in that shit, bro. But yeah, that shit was surreal.
Yeah, all right, Matt. That's not just
Yeah, the shoulder. Matt. What party was that? What kind of party was that?
It was a housewarming party. They got a new house.
Wait, hold on. So how the fuck did you dislocate your shoulder? Were you open them lips?
So, right.
Okay.
All right. No, as you know, when I get drunk, me and my friend Blake, we like to do bits. We're like just walk around the party and just do bits in front of people to make them be like, what the fuck are these guys doing? Just because it's funny. And so from my experience of going out to the garage and smoking and having a broomstick in there, I saw a video one time of a dude like spinning the stick really, 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 really fast. I was like, I could do that. So every time I started going smoking, I was just doing that. And I got weirdly good at it. If you give me a stick right now, like a broomstick, I'd start whipping it around pretty cool.
Yeah.
So when I was just walking in front of Blake, in front of campfire or the fire, and there's like girls there. And then Blake's like, man, you gotta show them. And I want to show them. So then I went to the garage, and the only thing we could find was an actual broom that had the broom on the other end.
The Brussels.
Yeah. And then Blake was like, can you do that? And I was like, I could do anything with this.
What were y'all drinking?
I was drinking spiked
what?
Dunkin' Donuts tea.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, it was actually really good. I was going to get twisted tea, but then I saw the Dunkin' Donut ones had like good flavors. I was like, Dunkin' Donuts has like twisted teas. Cool. Anyways.
Yeah, keep going.
So when I start, doing the thing, I don't take into account of the bristle sprout, the bristle part.
Don't fucking tell me the broom caught on fire, bro.
No. I wish. That'd actually be a lot cooler. I just, as I'm, spinning it around, I just, I didn't stretch. I didn't take account of that weight.
Bro.
So as I start doing this, it just pops. Let go of the broom goes flying. I just go, and then it pops right back in, and then I just get up and I go, okay, we're good, we're done with that. And then I just go up to Blake and I'm like, Blake, I just popped my shoulder out, dude. We gotta go. This really, really, really fucking hurts, but I'm not trying to scream.
Yeah, you can't scream in front of the biddies, bro.
Yeah, and that was my week. I don't regret a thing. I'd do it again. It's just I want to stretch next time.
Yeah,
Matt, are you familiar with the term
autism?
Scaring the hose.
Oh, I mean that
autism said scaring the hose.
They go hand in hand.
I am so familiar with it because I was afraid of it, but now that's my I embrace it.
Okay,
I live to scare
that's
the
how you're
hose.
supposed to do.
Yeah,
that's how
because the ones that aren't scared, those are the ones.
No, they aren't.
Energy.
Those are
that's
the
good
ones.
energy.
Marty, those are the ones.
No, they are the ones.
That's good energy, bro.
They are the
Good
ones.
job. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
My weekend was cool.
That's
good.
Nice. What did you do?
What did I do, bro? I went to that Black Comic-Con situation down in Detroit. That was fly, man.
Is that DreamCon? Was that DreamCon?
I'm not sure. No, I think it's called BlackCon.
Oh, okay.
Like it was crazy.
I thought DreamCon was
African American
too.
con.
No, it's just man. I'm not getting that BlackCon.
Oh, he said that shit because Nick be saying that.
Yeah, nah,
That should
bro.
be
But it was
hilarious.
cool. I ran into Dave again.
Word?
Yeah, and I ran into a couple people. This is one homie that's like a rapper, but he got like his own comic book and shit. I think his name Cam. Shout out to Cam. You probably follow this. There's a couple. I think Matt, I was telling you about the one girl. They created like a video game, but it's like interactive, but it's like an anime style situation, and you go in there and you play the
They
game.
made a video game?
Yeah, through scenarios, and that's what I was talking about.
African American
Matt.
people are.
Yeah, and then the next one they doing is trap inspired horror situation. I don't know, but I was telling about Matt
shit.
and Dave and shit. So it was cool, bro. Just chilling, working, man. Well, I ain't really been working. Started farming. I've been doing that full time now with the urban
what's up.
agriculture scene. So like that's been lit. So like it's been giving me more time to be able to like just work on various projects.
So like you said, the urban agriculture thing, is that like near like down near Jefferson?
So urban agriculture is just a practice, so it can be anywhere. But where I practice at is over here off Van Dyke and like near Mount Elliott type situation, like below 6 Mile.
Okay, because I know that my grandma's crib, like they had like the little gardens and everything over there.
Yeah, you see, like so just for it to be, it's just an urban farm. That's just a cute way to say it. So like basically we just taking vacant lots or just lots in general, we can turn into farmable land and like produce like organic vegetables and stuff for like the community and stuff. So
That's dope.
it's been
Our fat
cool.
ass is needed.
Nah, for sure, dog. For sure. Nah, but so that's been cool. I mean, I feel a lot better, man. I've been outside, bro. Like I just got like a lot of my time like back to myself so I can focus on like projects and like get back to the podcast and just, get back to actually like living and not just feeling like I'm just a battery.
Just doing stuff.
Yeah. Fuck all that.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
Everybody
so,
had a productive weekend.
yeah, bro.
Some shoulders
for sure.
popped out. Some Taco Bell was eating. Some gardens was cooked.
And Bad Boys 4 was dropped,
Bad
man.
Boys for
Oh,
I didn't get to
man,
see it. I heard it was so good.
I'm about to go see it at the drive-in. I think too.
Word?
This weekend for Father's Day.
Drive-in
Father's Day
company?
weekend. Yeah, bro. $28, bro. $28, bro.
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
it
dog.
is.
I want
But,
to go to the drive-in. Sure.
But
I couldn't do the driving in my car, bro.
Yeah, because you a
not-
gangster, bro.
Not
That's
in my
why.
event, not in my Camaro, bro. Like you
Yeah.
can't, cause you can't lean that bitch back.
Nah.
You can't do nothing.
You can't
Like,
lean
no,
this
bro.
you can't.
I mean, like
I
it
went in
leans
October
back.
of 20.
It leans back, but it doesn't like go all the way back.
like comfy where
it's
you
like
can
not.
sit.
Yeah, you can't like get comfortable in it.
So was that the reason that you took my car last time?
Nah, I just wanted to see what your shit was like.
Damn. I gave that nigga the keys, but I don't know hesitation either. The nigga said, "Give me your car."
That's my
real
nigga,
bro
though.
shit.
That's how you supposed to be, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's the bros, man.
Right.
But
If you ask me, I would let you do that. You just never asked me.
I don't want to drive nobody car, bro, because some shit happen. A nigga might see me that like, nigga, that nigga Lear right there. Let's shoot his car up, and then it's your car.
Nigga,
Lear,
you
not
have
in no
people that
situation
will
where they shoot
you
the
was
car,
robbing
bro.
niggas in Kalamazoo,
Bro,
If
Yeah.
somebody
You-
catch you in Rochester, you deserve it. Like,
Hey, yo,
If
you
somebody-
They were finding you anyway.
yeah, it
at
was
that
no
point.
matter what. Like,
Bro,
and I got
if
full
somebody's
coverage, so you
willing
good.
to come out to Rochester Hills,
For
people
that
aren't
zip?
willing
for
to
that zip,
Bro,
we
people
can't.
aren't willing to come out to Rochester to go do a killing, bro.
I don't know.
You
I
going
just be
away.
paranoid.
The
I just be
Kalamazoo-
You're
paranoid.
gone. You do that, you're
Kalamazoo
gone.
niggas
You're
follow
in
you
jail.
to Rochester, bro.
Rochester is the worst place for you to do that shit because you are not you can't
You're
get
not
right
gonna
to the
get-
freeway.
You're not.
Like, so you can only you can't get directly on no major freeway, so you
Yeah.
stuck. Like,
So nigga, yeah, that zip is mine or was gone.
Man, them cases.
Nigga,
nigga, this was 14 years ago.
No,
Let it go.
The
Let it
statute
go.
of limitations is up and all kinds of shit. Nigga, ain't nobody worry about you.
Fucking Bill Cosby.
You don't know. You could have did it to the next like
He ain't been
fucking
I think I'm banned from
movie
K-State.
theater shooter.
The Western
movie
kicked
theater
me out.
shooter.
Nigga.
Low key.
Dude, I got evicted. Western kicked me out, nigga.
Bro,
It was
we gotta
horrible.
do a live podcast at Western. I swear to God, I'm setting
Bro,
it
I
up,
got
bro.
some biddies up at.
Look, man, I'm gonna let homie know.
I'm gonna tag your girl. on this
Damn.
shit.
She gonna watch it. She gonna edit the shit, nigga. She gonna edit the clip. Clip it up, nigga. What you mean? This a working household.
Bro, she's so fucking funny, bro. Your
But,
girl is hilarious.
She all right.
But nah, Will Smith, man. So he got some hate over the weekend by the homie Rob Schneider, man.
Bro, that
Rob
shit
Schneider.
was so weird.
What happened though, man? Y'all informed me when I showed up. I was like,
You
what?
want me to
The homie did
It's
what?
up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. So yeah, Rob Schneider was on a podcast. I don't know the name of the pod, but he was asked about Will Smith, or actually no, I think he brought up Will Smith randomly, and he was talking about
Clout
yeah, people
chasing.
shouldn't go see his movie because he's such an asshole. He's such a fraud. He does this and that. He's not really this person. And like I was on the Academy board and we were gonna arrest him. I'm like, nigga, what,
Y'all
bro?
told
We-
me what?
and no,
What?
and then the host knew he was bullshitting because they was like, Ron, like, come on, bro, like, Ron, like you can hear him. They're like, Ron,
No, because
like, seriously,
yeah, the girl was like, well, that's why he said it. Like he said that moment where he slapped Chris Rock was like the first moment where we actually got to see how he really is, because he is like,
They prayed on my downfall.
yeah, like
God
it-
damn.
like he said that he said like, you know, when you meet him, he acts like he's just this really nice guy, the nicest guy in the world. And the girl that one of the hosts was like, when I met him, he was like a really nice guy. And he was like, yeah, right? Like, really? That he's faking. He's faking. That he's a liar.
He's a fraud.
He's a liar. And then at the end, the guy host was like, I mean, but he was taking up for his missus, wasn't he? Like, and he was like, that doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You can't just go up and slap somebody. I was like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Like, bro,
yeah, get
this
it popping,
nigga,
bro. You jealous,
bro,
man. Yeah.
Bro,
it
that's
did sound like
like
a lot of jealousy.
bro, it didn't. I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna be impartial to what he was saying because maybe like we don't know if they know each other, if they've met, or what his experience was with him personally. Like, so I don't know. Maybe he has an experience with him where he thinks that this guy's an asshole. That's fine.
But
I'm not about to be mad at this nigga for 3 years because he slapped some nigga that was saying like for a joke. Like, okay, he went overboard with the joke, or like, I'm sorry, that reaction was not warranted in that context to me. I don't think that was like. That wasn't something where you would get on stage and slap somebody on national TV. Like
you could have talked to him backstage
over that joke. Yeah, like you could have slapped him, just slap him backstage. But to me, like even still, like bro, niggas can't be human, bro. Like bro, I would slap you for less. Like most people,
I have slapped people.
Most people, like bro, there are people that are like trying to perpetuate that fucking like weird thing where it's like a person has to be for the rest of their life. This is that thing that defines them. Like, bro, this nigga has been famous since like the early 90s.
30 years.
He was famous for 30 years, successful for 30 years leading up to this event.
No scandal, no anything.
Nothing. And then he does this thing and all he does is slap somebody. Okay, I could see, okay, you find out he did some Weinstein shit. You find out he did some Epstein shit. You find out he did some Diddy shit. Like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
All he did was smack somebody that he felt disrespected by. That's most people. That's most people. Most people. Like, bro, even the 5'2" white girl that you feels disrespected by you will slap the shit out of you.
Oh yeah.
Like
he's done it before. Like there's that reporter, that French reporter that kept kissing him on the cheek.
Yeah, he kept trying to kiss him and he like
smacked him
but
off.
It's like,
and smacked him and it was like that was disrespect. Like
I do
he's
remember
feeling
that shit,
you
but
push your
nah.
boundaries, so fuck you. And that's how he felt with Chris Rock. At the end of the day.
I get y'all, but I think it's just that I think we overcomplicate things. Rob Schneider isn't relevant. Will Smith is relevant right now, and for us to even speak about Rob Schneider, you got to mention like a Will Smith, and I think it's just that simple. Like the easiest ploy is to like attach yourself
to whoever's popular at that moment. Yeah,
and I can attach myself to Will Smith because we can victimize him because he's popping and he back shining or whatever. But he went through his adversity. Rob he just jelly, man. So you hear jelly in all languages, and it's just that simple,
just goofy
bro.
To me though,
because that's
bro.
why you bring it up because you only bring it up when Bad Boys Weekend out because you could have brought it up like a week ago, 2 years ago, whatever. You know what I mean? It's not going to have the same thing, but you know that this weekend is premiere, man, and that's what Hollywood is, man. Hollywood nasty, bro. The media nasty, bro.
Like
so,
Miller
bro,
with
media,
Ryan Reynolds.
It's nasty, bro.
The media, like just in general, bro, like that shit is manipulative as fuck and lame, and like even like you could tell from what I got the sense watching it, like just that clip. I didn't watch the whole interview, but just watching that clip, it seemed like the hosts were kind of like I don't think they were expecting him to say that, and they were kind of just like, like it's like he's making it seem like he did something worse than what he did.
Yeah,
and it's like
hoping that they would jump on and be like, yeah, you know what,
like bro, I'm not about to like, bro. I could see, so even Chris Brown is more justifiable. Like being mad at Chris Brown to me is even more justifiable than the Will Smith shit because Chris Brown has shown the same behavior.
He has a pattern
since the Rihanna event. Like so, he's done similar things past that. Like. But even still, like, I'm not about to stay mad at this nigga for something that happened when I was in middle school.
Rihanna accepted his apology.
All kinds of shit, like all kinds of shit happening where it's like, bro, like Will Smith apologized. I already pointed out, like, bro, what Rob Schneider was saying didn't even make sense because one, he was saying that the dude would be arrested. Nigga, if somebody if a cop is very unlikely to arrest you for slapping somebody,
Right.
and if they did, whatever, he would have gotten out because that would be more than likely a misdemeanor. But even still, Chris Rock could have pressed charges after the fact, and he didn't. Like, so if he wanted to, he could have gotten him arrested. He did it on camera. You know, like, so
I think the really annoying thing about it, with like the fact that we're even talking about this, is when people want to hate on something or try to act like somebody should not be where they're at least have some validity, or at least kind of a backup towards it. Like, instead of just saying he's an asshole, he's a fucking piece of shit,
or even drop it on a Tuesday. I'm just saying, like don't wait. Like, if you really feel that way, your campaign should have started 3 years ago, not with my movie dropping. You know what I mean?
True.
Like,
Yeah,
so, like, just
true.
like, if you really feel that way, I don't really feel like you feel that way. You know what I mean? That's
very
what I'm
true.
saying.
No,
Like,
it's
Hollywood
just
nasty,
pushing
bro. Like,
feels
you
like a
just
play.
yeah, it's all of that shit. Like, even when you seen,
Just trying
like,
to step on something.
it's a trendy ass fucking world, bro. So I can jump on this thing and it's popular and get people talking about, like, we wouldn't be talking about Rob Schneider unless he attached himself to Will Smith. You did. That's why we talking about him.
I said it the other day with my friend. It's like, everybody, like, nowadays, a big problem with society is just everyone wants an opinion. It's like, you don't have to say something about anything. Like, if somebody asks you something, what's your thoughts on this? What's your thoughts on that? If you don't really have a very strong opinion, you could just say, I don't know, I'm not really that strong in it. I guess I don't really like it or whatnot. Instead of being like, yeah, you know what? Actually, fuck this and fuck that, and they're fucking pieces. It's like, do you really feel strongly about that? Why have you never fucking said anything?
But that kind of goes into what Persia was saying, that, you know, maybe he had some animosity towards him.
Yeah, now
Like,
he's just
behind the
waiting
scenes.
That's what,
for
like,
someone
And
to
now,
say something.
I don't
But then
want to.
That goes into what Marty said, because, like,
You
bro,
should have
you-
been
Yeah,
saying
you
that
should have
shit.
been. That shit happened.
Like,
It's like,
nigga,
you
I
don't
already
really
got
mean
my
this.
Oscar,
You
nigga.
don't really
Like,
mean this.
yeah.
You're
So
really
what's
just
up?
saying this
He
shit
said
to try to act
he
performative.
said in that clip that he couldn't say anything at the time because he was on the board for the Oscars.
Nigga, you be
And
at
I
the
was
board
like-
of the Razzies, nigga.
I'm like,
come
okay,
on.
if you can say something about it now, okay, maybe assuming that's true, because we don't know who's on that fucking board. So I'm like, whatever. So
Rob Schneider. Yeah, give him that.
maybe he is on the board. You could have
Immediately
said
happened.
something once it was over. Like you didn't have to wait until this movie was dropping to say something.
Wait till the 100 mil.
Question: would you consider that unnecessary hate?
Before we get into that,
Would you?
Yes,
I
I would,
just want to.
Yes, I would consider that unnecessary
Would
hate.
you consider? All right, that's it. Go
but I
ahead.
also want to shoot Rob Schneider some bail, because he has made
Ain't no bill, bro.
about 6 movies that I really, really like, and there I think
In the last 10 years,
none of them are in the last. Actually, none of them
in the last 15 years.
No, the last one will be Grown Ups, and that was like fucking 20 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
That was it, but that don't justify anything that
I
ain't that
like-
nigga
I
said.
like-
that makes it worse to me,
Right, I
because
mean,
it's
'cause
like,
you
nigga, I
did-
fuck with
like,
Cuz.
bail.
Yeah, you did.
I
your
like-
thing.
I
Me
like-
too, until that shit.
Yeah, I liked him in general, but
He been
I
saying
just
some
feel
wild
like
shit.
that was some goofy ass shit.
Yeah.
But we don't know if he has a personal vendetta, or like something personal against
slap
him,
that
then
nigga.
he
Should
should
say that.
whatever.
Then
he-
Go slap him, bro.
Go slap him,
But
yeah.
like otherwise, but what he was saying like is lame. Like that would be something that gets unnecessary hate, because it's like, bro, how long do you want to be mad about this thing? This nigga didn't do it to you. He did it to somebody else. Like,
on.
bro, like you hear the most about this subject from niggas that had nothing to do with it. I ain't hear shit from Chris Rock.
Spectators.
And I ain't like, bro, I ain't even know Chris Rock had a brother. And then this nigga popped out and he's like, when he slapped him, he slapped all of us. Nigga, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yo,
Like,
that might have been one of the
God
funniest things
damn,
you ever
bro.
said.
I'm like, nigga, y'all be milking the shit out of everything, bro.
But-
I feel like it's gonna get worse too. I don't know.
It's now it's the day and age that we live in right now, bro. Like it is worse. Like when you seeing like just how the rap beef thing had popped off, and then everybody just started making like diss songs. And I'm like, why is King Combs making a diss song against 50 Cent? It's because it's trendy, bro. So we living in a world where it's a whole bunch of following, i.e. Instagram and everything you're following. So you're just following and following and following. So I think it's gonna be terrible, bro. Like it's just
Yeah, I don't think
it's the landscape.
It's
right now
never
we're dealing
gonna.
with.
It's never gonna go away. We just gotta acclimate to it. Cause like I would say that mine, like what I would say that gets unnecessary hate, one of the things would definitely just be probably most celebrities in general. Because in this situation, like the Rob Schneider shit, I feel like, or even just the shit surrounding the slap, I said it in the group chat, but I was like, bro, I feel like people already didn't like him, and then they got this as a validation. It was like it's like a
That's the Drake effect.
no, it's like a find. There's a term for it. You know,
What
it's
mean
like
Drake effect. I get-
accuse somebody,
I'm
Yeah,
good
we'll
to that.
build on that later. Yeah,
Yeah,
go
we
ahead.
can-
accuse somebody, and then like find the evidence after the fact. You know what I'm saying? Like you already don't like this person, so now you got to find a reason to validate your dislike of this person. Like, and it's a lot. And like, bro,
Or to show your true hand. Because
Say
if I show your true hand, it don't matter what you did. I never fucked with you to begin with.
Yeah,
You dig
yeah.
what I mean? So the moment that you do it, I can really show my real face and be like, oh, this is how I really feel about this person. But I'm gonna get behind this thing and mask it as if
yeah, but like
You know what I mean?
even so I said that shit before. I said that shit about the beef, like the Drake and Kendrick shit, because I feel like there were people doing it both ways. They were definitely doing it more so to Drake, but people have always hated on Drake. Like I was gonna say that was low key. I feel like that's low key an advantage for him because he has to be acclimated to the hate that he's gotten, because he got it when it wasn't even justified.
Well, he
Like-
also said, like, you know, I'm what the culture feeling, nigga. Like, bro, people have been hating you, or I wouldn't say hate, but like not liking you, disliking you for years.
But I
So
think
this
it's
is
but
it.
I think it's like this new Drake when he got super arrogant. Like
Well,
'cause
yeah, that's kind
I
of.
think
Yeah,
when the tide shifted, because I agree when Drake first came out,
He did get a lot.
he did get a lot of hate, and I think eventually he did make the world bow down. Did he still have a lot of people that were saying, but it was like undeniable to a point where when you was giving us nothing was the same. You even when that whole shit how he survived that Quentin Miller shit, because that was a dope ass project, and then you gave us back to back. So Drake seemed impenetrable, but I think he wasn't as like arrogant. And then after you see him get super arrogant, and then he did become out of control. Like,
But that's where that
So
arrogance-
it became
Was the one making the
validated.
wrong move.
that's where that arrogance comes from, though. That's why I think that's why I didn't say it, because I feel like it's a double-edged sword. I feel like for him, he has to be so acclimated to like getting all the hate, because he's always been hated on, that like I'm sure it just doesn't even affect him anymore. But on the other side of that, when you think that nothing can affect you,
No.
like, so you think that nothing can affect you, which is why you feel like you can't get a genuine gauge of how your shit is landing if you're not listening properly.
But-
Like,
but I think it was affecting him though. He may in his mind say it's not affecting him, but subconsciously the way that he was reacting and even how the music was coming and him not necessarily being sure of it, I think he was living in a space of, oh, my shit the shit, but he knew deep down this thing was telling him like, nah, not really, because then you seen the reaction and then you see him reacting and shit. So whenever you see a person that's confident, they never react. And Drake, for his last 2 albums, he been on some reacting shit. So I was like, oh, he's not the same Drake. And even with his pen and everything, like his albums haven't been landing, you know what I mean, how they used to. So I seen the shift in Drake where I'm like, oh, he's not confident. That's why he kept coming, he kept doing things to try to stay as relevant. But then you seen the kinks and it just started to fucking crumble.
But that's why I think the gauge. That's why I think the gauge is wrong on what Drake sees is like hate and everything, because like he's always gonna say he's Drake, but it hasn't been the best well received stuff.
What you mean?
Like he's gonna get hate regardless. It's Drake. He's gonna get hate, but like he's looking at it. I think he's looking at like the wrong things. Like, well, people are still buying my album, so the album must be good. It's like, no, people buying your album because you Drake. You're popular. Your people gonna buy your shit.
Right. That's so yeah, I agree with you, because like where Drake, I felt like he got to a point where he could have, I think it was on Scorpion, where a lot of people ain't like it. But for
That was
me,
the change for me. Yeah.
But I felt like he could have kept going down that road, because it sounded like he wrote more on Scorpion than he did ever. And I sound like, okay, this seems like he can go down another road, but he didn't. he stayed in that poppy lane. And in that, I thought Drake was about to be like the next Jay-Z and kind of like dominate the culture and start making classic albums as he evolved. But he didn't evolve as a person. He went to go this way. And now he's living the effects of it. And that's where Kendrick was like, you know, when he went to that right and veered right, he like, this what the culture feelings like. You ain't been hot for the last couple summers, bro. You just Drake right now. You're not, yeah, I mean, you're not the boogeyman, or you're not this person, this big bad wolf that you're just unstoppable. Because there was a point where he just seemed like whatever the fuck he did, bro, and he proved it though. Like his projects were classics.
Even after the Meek Mill thing, like
yeah, he was giving us classic projects where like it had replay value. I haven't heard of a Drake project maybe views, bro. For me personally, where it actually had actual replay value, where I want to listen to the whole cut. That's back to what you were saying about Cudi. You have an expectation of certain artists, so I don't expect Drake to give me no shit where I'm gonna throw on a playlist. I expect him to give me a complete body of work where he pushes the envelope and he does these different things. And if he doesn't do it, bro, yeah, I mean that's because that's who you gave us the first 4 or 5 records. Even when he came on that Rihanna joint where
Take Care,
bro, you feel me?
Yeah,
I'm like, damn, bro,
that's
this
his best
motherfucker grooving, bro, because he was growing up. He was a college kid, kind of going through this emotional shit, and we all could relate to it. And then he just went fuckboy. And he stayed there, and it was like, and then that's why everybody was like,
and it's also about like trying to like the people that you associate with in your like group and your crew, and it seems like he got too into like the social media and like wanting to be popular and YouTube and Twitch and video, like wanting to be viral as a meme, and so that's where the whole. When they were having this beef and he was trolling Kendrick by posting these like stories or the AI songs, right. It's just like we get what you mean. It is trolling. It is like you trying to act like you don't care and you're just making fun of it. But you doing that is showing that you care. Like you're making those steps. You're showing about it.
I don't think that that's necessarily that, because I feel like that's not unique to him. Like he's always trolled people. Like
no,
when
of course.
He's always
but
fucked
he was
with
reactionary
people.
to this. I don't
think we've always been privy to it, but like that's like he's reacting. He was reacting to it how like 50 would react to it. That's how 50 Cent handles shit. But like,
you're not 50
but just in general, like the beef aside, no matter how you look at it, there were always people hating on this nigga from the beginning for no reason.
That's true.
Just because I don't even think it's because niggas didn't like his music. I think they just didn't like him. They just didn't like a light-skinned soft nigga. Like they just didn't they didn't like he fucking said it on Best I Ever Had, where he was like niggas will buy it too and say they got it for their sister. I knew niggas that did that.
That shit was hard. Like, after that, I heard that, I'm like, yo, this nigga, bro,
that shit was surreal. But like, even
that shit seems so long.
Like, even if it's him, if it's like anybody, bro, like it's just like they make this person into like they dehumanize people, like, which is like if you want to be famous. You are signing up for that on some level.
No,
like people are going to dehumanize you, and they're gonna make you into this thing. Like, bro, like all kinds of shit. Like, bro, the shit that you see about fucking Jay-Z, the shit you see about like all these people, bro, and it's like you don't. I feel like that's why I said that shit about Rob Schneider, and I think it's because like I do music, so I want to be in that world. So I'm like, I already give people a benefit of the doubt, because the way that I hear people that don't have any kinds of aspirations talk about celebrities is so weird to me, because you can tell that they don't think of this person as a person. Like you so you take the Kardashians for example, right? People shit on Kim, like you can shit on Kim all you want. A lot of bitches have sex tapes. None of them turned into Kim Kardashian
at all.
At all. Like
not even a single one was close.
Bro,
bitch, I'm not buying your sex tape for $3.
Kim Kardashian was working for Paris Hilton before. Paris Hilton also had a sex tape. Yeah. Which one is the most influential bitch in the world?
Yeah,
like,
you're right.
Like, bro, like it's like, but I've heard people say like, oh, well, you know, she wouldn't be here if she wasn't doing that. Blah blah blah. I'm like, that one incident might have done something for her, but it means something that she took it and turned it into what she turned it.
Yeah,
she put her whole family onto that shit. Yeah. Like, bro, that's insane. So it's like, but like when you think about like how people talk about these people and just shit like that, I'm just like, bro, this is a person. Like, but
there is the other side of it too, where they're worshipped to an unreal level.
That's also
where
like
anything they do is
either
like
side, bro.
fact or love it, and it's like they could release the most
Gotta
shit,
find the medium.
awful, grossest, stupidest thing. People,
But that's what I'm. That goes back to the same thing. That's looking at the person as a person. They are a person. Like I don't view anybody like that. Like I don't care what your fucking title is. Like the only people that I can't really understand would be the people that I told you about. Like where I want to meet. Like I want to meet and have a discussion with like a high level politician or like a high level executive for like a music label or a studio or some like these people that make decisions that fuck people over like completely, because I want to understand how they think about people.
Right.
But like for the most part, when it comes to like a celebrity or like a whatever, like this is just a person that a lot of people know. Like that's not like it's not.
Nah, yeah, because okay, like a celebrity isn't, because their life isn't the same as like ours. Like so they can open doors and they can do things and they expose their lives.
Depending on the celebrity.
Bro, I mean, yeah, but we are talking about Kim Kardashian and people
Oh,
like
no,
that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
like we talking
she-
about
she
like
did.
that has like all
Yeah,
this
that's what-
influence and that does affect a person's mind, and we see that it cripples people and it drives people insane. So it does have some type of effect on the human. And I honestly do think that we live in a world where you can become so like delusional to your reality that you do start to believe and start to change and do all these different things because people are idolizing you. How are you not a god? If I walk into a stadium and people chant my songs, like how am I not a god? Yeah.
But even
Very Kanye West of you.
that, but even
No,
aside
but
from that,
I'm-
like,
is that-
bro, that's not. I'm not even talking about that because that is like what you work for. That's what you like. That's your job. That is your job. Like, but outside of that, like, I remember hearing one time when Kaylani got caught up
Shout
with
out to
something
Kehlani.
with
Right next door.
Kyrie
Party.
Irving and Party, and she like was being suicidal or some shit, and niggas called into the radio station and was like why is she crying? She rich and famous. She don't like. What are you even upset about? Like,
was a funny day. I'm sorry.
But that's what that goes to that god like psychotic shit. Like why we even know about that?
but people, that's no different. People do that on this level. Like
People
you
do
can log
what?
on Facebook and see a bitch airing out her baby daddy, saying she's like bro, I see a nigga saying that he's gonna kill himself on Facebook once a week. So like, why would that be different? Because 50,000 people are aware of you, or 100,000, or 1,000,000, or 50 million people. Just because people know you does not negate your emotion.
It
Like
don't
it
negate
doesn't,
the-
because in the same way that like you ever ran into a bunch of money at one time,
Yeah.
how you think about money, right? What you think money is going to do right now, once you get used to having that much money in your account, you don't feel any different than you felt when you didn't have it. Like if I
You change.
like if you
You change.
I did not change.
with money, you would
You
with like a
change.
lot of money, millions of dollars.
How many millionaires do you know? I know multiple. They are the same people. They're the same people. They have literally said that. That's where this
No,
experience is
I
coming
hear
from.
I hear where you're coming from. I
Like,
hear where
bro,
you're coming
like
from.
these people are just fucking people, and some of them you wouldn't even know that they had that. Where they change as people is like you start to see what that does to the people around
So
you.
you don't say that. So you're saying that fame doesn't take a toll on a person's psyche.
It can, but I'm not talking about that.
What are you
I'm talking
speaking
about
about?
how these people are just people. Like,
But they become no more like, yeah, you a person. Like Nicki Minaj, right? I think she's a fucking psychopath. I think she went past a fucking person. You know what I mean? I think Kanye West, I fuck with him heavy. I think he went past person. I think there is I think fame and I think anything that has any type of a dopamine release in your mind long enough can fuck you up. J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar took a break from this music shit, and then Drake didn't, and he got fucked up. I think that you can become delusional in this game. Diddy, he was doing what he was doing and smiling people's faces, bro, but it was fucked up.
But
so
that's-
I
Look at The
think
Rock.
because of the rules are different.
those
there.
are different people.
Yeah, it depends on the person.
It depends on the person. Like, bro, like
Oh, of course.
there are people that are just regular people. I don't give a fuck. Like, so what you're talking about is how they are portraying themselves, how they're pushing themselves out. I'm talking about how you're taking them in. I don't take anybody in any. I don't give a fuck if you're Nicki Minaj, if you're Joe Biden, if you're whoever the fuck. Like, you are just a person. Whether or not people like, and to your point, there are people that would kiss Kanye's fucking feet, and there are people that would shoot Kanye in the fucking head if they saw him. I'm neither of those people, because both of those people, either person is crazy as fuck. Either person that would do either of those things is a fucking psycho. But because a nigga, because he made Dark Fantasy, I'm supposed to like what am I supposed to do? Like, bro, I appreciate you.
Shit.
I love what you do, but it's like, people overestimate these things. Like, this is a great moment. It's a great thing that you did in this, and at that time. That's not who you are. And you know it's not who you are because they don't stay that way forever.
Hold on that Kanye thing real quick, bro. I remember him saying in like the Drink Champs interview, bro, like he was cosplaying as a backpack rapper during the college dropout and late registration days, just so he can get in those executive office and make the music he want to do. So like, yeah, that was what he was doing at that time, so he can actually be the person he wanted to be. And I think with all the money he has in the world, he's showing his true colors and who he really is.
Anybody.
And that's not just exclusive Kanye. But that's just anybody.
That's no different from like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you hate a person for like the things that they do. You don't just like, unless a person is like a fucked up person, like a genuinely fucked up person, you don't just hate a person for like, you don't even know this person. Like, so like, mind, obviously with some of these people, what they're putting out is what they want to be seen.
Right.
So, but like I've said that before, like what you're seeing as a layman person is 1 to 5% of this person's day when you see them. Like when they put, like when Kanye, take Kanye for example.
He's a good example.
We wouldn't hear anything from Kanye for like 7 months, and then he was about to drop an album, and then he gets on and says, "Black people aren't real." Like that shit feels orchestrated.
No,
right?
It is.
So if you wanted to hate Kanye for that, you're hating him for something that he said. Like he said that. If you just hate this nigga already, and then you wait for him to say something, like that's what I'm talking about. That's not cool. Like that is weirdo activity to me. But it's all equally weird to me to just be infatuated with somebody just for something.
That's the main thing. Having such a strong opinion on that person, everything they stand for, but you do have to be able to separate it as a consumer and be like, what they are giving me is what I'm supposed to perceive of them. So if I'm not liking what they're giving me, I'm just gonna be like, I'm not gonna fuck with you. But then I'm not gonna be passionate about it. I'm not gonna be like, fuck this person, I pray on their downfall, unless they say some wild ass shit.
Yeah.
But you should, but then there's that standard as well of what you look for in an artist. We want to think these people are cool, so we take what we can from it and just be like, oh, that's cool of them. But you have to question your idols too. You have to be like, but like if they do something weird, you gotta be like, why'd you move like that?
That's why people say don't meet your idols.
But I also think it has a lot to do with how you feel about yourself or what you want for yourself.
It is
like
100%.
So I don't like. So I think that I feel that way because I aspire to be on that level. So that would be like, not on that level, like, but like I aspire to be in that position. So that's how I would view myself in that position.
As if
but
you're
like,
a colleague.
Like, yes. So like you view these people like they're people. And when I meet people, when I meet a celebrity or whatever, if they like me because I talk to them like a person, like, not like a fan, not like a whatever. Like these, because they are to me, like they are. And even
But what about the individuals that don't think they are?
But there are people like that, bro. I'm not even joking. One of my ex-girlfriend's twin sisters literally said, "I don't give a fuck. Sometimes I think I'm God."
That's
Was she?
that's that, but that's a whole different. Like, okay, like what I'm trying to say, like, are most normal people, right? You're not about to go into Walmart and then talk to a person that feels like they're just the shit because they work at Walmart. You do get some people that become managers and they feel like they're the shit of the kitchen spot, but they also understand that they're the shit of the kitchen spot. There's not too much that they understand that to a degree. They understand that fundamentally, yo, I'm the manager of fucking KFC. I'm the man in this bitch, but I'm still only a manager at KFC, right? So now if I'm a mega star, you dig? And now I just shit went to my fucking head because I got seas of people fucking screaming my name. I got people falling on my feet. I got Gucci. I got whoever calling my name in X, Y, and Z. Now my sense of reality isn't real anymore because I don't operate in the same rules as everybody else. I operate on a whole different paradigm. Who do we have an example of? We got Diddy that's been operating on a whole different set of rules because he's been playing in a whole different set of games, which you can fuck your psyche up. So when I'm talking about as a person that goes to meet that celebrity who's been living in that celebrity state for so long that they don't even want you to, who are you? Why are you talking to me? I don't think they were always that person because when they first started dreaming as a rapper right now, you in the beginning, I don't think that they ever started. I can't point at one rapper that came up in the beginning was like, oh, I'm just better than everybody else. You were hungry trying to make it, but the moment that you get there and then you start to live in this world that's not really reality because you're doing whatever and the rule is the lawless. So I'm getting away with shit for 20 years and I'm gonna say love.
So
And
with that though, so what I would say about that is those are people that do that are people that's what their aim was to begin with.
I don't
like
think so.
People like I know I was thinking about this shit after the fact.
You think Amy Winehouse wanted to die?
Amy Winehouse is a different story, and she was a drug addict.
You think Jimi Hendrix? No, but I'm
like,
saying you saying
drug-
that Jimi
no,
Hendrix
I'm
wanted to
talking
die.
about so
but
no,
money
I'm
would just amplify your dependency. on it.
Yes, it will. So I'm talking about like
She was
so
always
if
a
you
drug addict.
if you
Sorry.
take into account like that's like so what you're saying. Like, so I'm not talking about Amy Winehouse or Jimi Hendrix. I'm talking about, like, you use the example of Diddy. So I'm talking about Diddy. A nigga that would do what Diddy did wanted to do that. He wanted to be that kind of person. Like, a nigga like so if you think about it, the nigga that goes to the police academy because he wants to make a difference in his community is never going to end up being the nigga that fucks with people and pulls people over. The nigga that does that wanted that. That's why he wanted to be there. I know somebody who literally said the only books, he's a social climber. I've seen this nigga do this shit.
What's a social climber? For the people who don't know.
He networks with people that are bigger than him or in a better position with him so that he can get pulled up to where they're at. And then he goes like networks with this person, he shits on the people below him, but he gets up, like he makes himself look good to this person. So now this person like, you know what, you're a good kid, let me do this. And then like now he's there, and then he goes up, and then he goes up. Yes. But I talked to that nigga that I thought about this after the fact because I was like, oh, I don't think I've ever met a person like that. He was the only person I can think of that was like that. He said the only books that he ever read and everything, he literally said, I got everything. Yes. He said everything I've learned was from 48 Laws of Power.
Yeah. Them niggas being manipulators, bro.
But he was literally a manipulator, bro. Like to a T. He couldn't maintain all of the people that were friends with him were like, I can't be friends with, like he does that shit like even to his friends. But like that was why he wanted the positions that he wanted, so that he could tell other people what to do. He wanted to be able to do that. Like you don't end up in that position and handle it the way that you handle it without wanting it. Like, because it's no matter what, it's a choice.
Right.
That's like acting like you get in that position and the position itself is what corrupts you. Like it's like the fucking dark book.
Isn't every single celebrity there? Every single person who is famous They wanted to be famous.
But
right?
but
They
at what
no
cost?
because
Not true.
no because if you
Well, I
want
mean, in terms of being consistent, like still posting or releasing.
But that's not everyone.
It's what your sacrifice is. Like, what are you
Everyone isn't
willing
like
to
that, though.
sacrifice?
And
But they are, and if you, I can point out almost every famous person. I can point at where they are willing to sacrifice their morals and who they are in exchange for $1. So that's who are you. That's who you are at a fundamental core. This is who you are. You showed this to me. Why? Because you miss holidays. You miss fucking all of that shit that you supposedly care about for what your exchange was for fame. So this is who you are. So that
but
means
they don't
that
care about it. If they did, then
but that's
if,
the exchange. They do care.
it's just not their priority.
But
like
the exchange is a sacrifice. So like if I'm trying to like make it big, right, in the music game or whatever, it's like, what am I willing to sacrifice? What am I willing to exchange to get to that position? And a lot of people are showing you what they're willing to sacrifice in exchange because they want that clout shit and they're willing to give up whatever, regardless if they lose who they truly are. I don't think that's who they truly are, because a lot of them women ain't really who that is, but they want that position, so they're willing to sacrifice a part of themselves. So they're gonna sit in there and fucking and suck on all those executives because they're willing to sacrifice that part of themselves. They won't admit that shit, but they want whatever that is so bad that thing is changing them at their core.
That does happen
because
a lot.
that fucking that holy grail, that chariot. How many people that we have distracted by music and everything because they're fucking sacrificing?
And then it's more people who do it than don't do it. Because there's a lot of people who don't do that. Who like, nigga, I'm not about to do that.
But then how
you
would
get
you
to Cat
know?
Williams like
So,
that?
so that's what I'm saying.
Kendrick, J. Cole.
So that's what.
Williams.
But that's what I'm saying. How would you know that? And like, so if a person doesn't like, so we're talking about Diddy. If we're talking about Diddy, or you take Diddy, you
Sexy
take
Red.
Weinstein,
like
you
Sexy
take
Red.
Sexy
whoever,
Red. Sexy Red.
like you take whoever these people are. If you didn't. Like, you can't put everyone that's in that position on that same level because you don't know that they all do the same shit. So we don't know that they're all the same person, and we don't know, like, some of these niggas, a lot of these niggas, especially the behind the scenes niggas, literally do not want people to know who they are. They don't want people to know what they do or what, like, anything like that. So
well, exactly.
But-
like the social climbing you said, when you're going up, you have to shit on the people below you. So
you
then
don't have to. He was choosing to because he wanted to shit on the people below him. That was his goal.
I think
he wanted
I think
more
the
and more
goal-
people underneath him.
I think the
That-
goal was to be on top, and he didn't care about how he got there.
No,
Right.
I'm telling you, he wanted to shit on people. I'm like, bro,
Who did he?
no, this person
no,
that
sorry.
that we're
Oh.
talking about.
Yeah.
I know this nigga I know this
Oh,
nigga.
that's different because that's
He
the
was-
person. Most people have insecurities trying to get there.
But that's what
And
I'm
you see
saying.
him
Like,
playing
like
out.
people are trying to fulfill their insecurities by getting like more and more and more and more and more. And that does not. It doesn't really matter what like realm you're in. Like a nigga that goes to the police force like because he wants that control over other people has insecurities about control.
Okay.
Or like a manager at KFC or anything like that. And like celebrity and just entertainment in general is the worst because it can hit on all of the vices. All of the vices.
Have you heard that you are average of the 5 closest people to you?
Yeah.
Wait, say that again? I'm sorry.
Have you heard that you're the average of the 5 closest people to you?
Average of the 5 closest people to you?
You're the
are
average
an
of the
average of the 5
five.
Nah, nigga,
closest
I'm the
people.
I like that. I've never heard that.
No, you're an average, so you might not know it. So like if you and your girl live together, right, and then you got your baby in there, right? You know what I mean? And then you got whoever else that you talk to the most, even the homies. If you notice in your own normal trajectory, just normal, right? Just like a plant, you'll start to pick up the traits of the homies subconsciously, not knowing that you're doing that.
Well,
Correct.
I could see that.
So
yeah.
I can be a individual, right? And I can just change the environment for that person, and he can start to gain and start to operate in the habitat. You know what I'm saying? Which this habitat may be. Now, my instincts like of fight or flight might never change, but me operating in this realm and these new rules, right? So like prime example, you drop me off in Afghanistan, I can become a killer. You drop me off here, I have to be diplomatic. I'm the same individual, but when the rules change, I become a different individual. I adapt. That's how all of us do. So now if I get dropped off into this Hollywood shit and I said, go young dude, anybody, and you have to adapt to the bullshit that's going on, I'm saying I think that's all that's going on, right? You dig? So I think that he's just an average of the 5 closest people. We just seen Diddy playing it out. I don't think that Diddy's the only one. I think it's a whole list of all of the homies acting fucking crazy.
Yep.
And that's what the parties is. That's why when I heard Ray J doing like an interview and he's like, oh man, I'm appalled by what Diddy was doing. There's no way, man. Even like this, right? All of us is homies, right? If you was beating your girl ass, bro, I don't know that you beating your girl ass and we homies. I know that. we hanging out and partying, bro. I know
Damn,
that,
Lear.
bro. I know
Yeah.
you dragging this bitch.
Come
If we
on,
doing
man.
just any environment where it's drugs and alcohol, I don't think that you dragging this bitch. And everybody acting shocked and all that. They didn't know that, bro. Come on, if Cassie was around for 10 years, bro, you don't think he doing that shit in public, bro? He got caught. He in the fucking hallway.
They were in.
running.
That's a public hall.
That's a public hallway, bro. So
But
you
that-
are
but-
doing this all the
But
time.
that is a different situation because I don't think necessarily you would just be privy to that information, like because
we were homies.
like we are homies. Y'all niggas have seen my girl twice.
But
like-
no. But I would know by your instinct. But I know for a fact that you don't
How
put your
you
hands
get-
on your lady.
Yeah, but also like people been
get what
came
you
out
mean.
and said that shit about Diddy. Like people like Jock did an interview one
Right.
time and said that he saw
But
her, like he saw him tell her to shave her head and then she shaved her head the next day.
But more people are acting like they aren't
Didn't know,
aware
yeah.
of it, and that's what I'm saying. Is like I think Diddy is just I think Diddy's just a product of being in
Environment.
that environment for
Yeah,
30
I
fucking
agree.
years,
And I
and
think
that's how
anybody
they
in there, you
operate.
would get
That's how,
that.
bro. I'm telling you, that's how Zex is dragging they bitches. They just do a better job of covering everything up. That's how Diddy had an escape plan, bro, because he got the game from somewhere. It's not like he just arrived and was just like, oh, I've been a conqueror and I've been throwing bitches down the hallway. No, I think that this is
Picked it up
this is how
from
the game
somebody.
is played.
Yeah.
He
No, but
came
no,
in here. This is how the game is played, and
it
I'm
up
like,
from
okay.
I
experience.
think what Mike is saying is like that he always wanted to be that person.
I think he
but a
always
nigga
wanted-
showed, but a nigga like you just said, a nigga showed him like, all right, bro,
Bro.
this is how you get away,
Bro,
with it.
because-
this is how you hide the money. This
think
is
about
what-
it.
yeah.
Think about it. The most recent example that I could think of would be Tom Holland literally said that he went to Hollywood and he did not like it, so he left. If a nigga doesn't like it, he's not gonna stay there. Eminem never went to Hollywood.
It depends.
Eminem never went to LA. Eminem has been in Clinton Township the whole time.
But homies are there
Like,
that exchange.
he
But
had
how
the
many people? How many
support.
people have exchanged though? Because they're willing to make that exchange because they don't like the environment that they've been in.
I'm
think
sure-
it's more stories of people in LA right now that don't want to fucking be there, that hate there. There's literally
why a lot of
bro, it's
people-
people homeless in fucking LA right now, knowing that they hate their fucking existence just for that fucking holy grail, bro. They exchange it, bro, every single day.
But that goes into
But
what
that's
you're
what-
saying.
yeah.
That insecurity. That insecurity, like you were just
You're trying to fill a hole if you're doing some shit like that.
Yeah.
Go the fuck home, bro.
Like,
Trying to
bro,
make it.
we know people. Like, you probably know some. You probably know
I was
people.
like- I was
I
like
know
that.
people. Me and Wes know multiple people that would literally do anything for that. But like, so this is what I'm saying. Like, you probably. I'm sure you can think of somebody because I know you know niggas that move in music. Me and Wes know. I can think of. We're probably thinking of the same people that would. Those people right now in the positions that they are in right now, being unknown, would be Diddy or would be on doing some shit like that if they had that position, but they're already like that now. They're a baby tree of that version right now. Like the money and the fame is just gonna water that bitch, and they're gonna grow
Of course,
into
it's enabling.
yeah,
it.
like,
Yeah.
like,
When-
bro, because like, nothing. Being around whoever I be around, seeing like people being in these environments, nothing is going to make me do something that I'm not already willing to do. Like, okay, like fucking Harvey Weinstein comes up and he's like, hey, let me get some of that ass, and I'll put you in like
Some of that
like,
PR.
No,
Let's take an example now. It's kind of hard example because it was kids, but it's the only real example I can think of the documentary, the Nickelodeon, those kids when they're told to do these things. The women in the writing room were sexually harassed, they were touched, they made fun of, and they were told, I hate this here. But when they told Dan Schneider came with them, you fucking say anything, your life's over, I'm firing you, I'm doing this. So they got scared and they stayed with it. And that's how the industry is, and at least most of it.
And then have you, not to cut you off, sorry. Have you ever heard of the Native American story where it said there's
wolves.
exactly which one you feed is the one which one is grows. So I think all of us have a conqueror in us, and all of us have the other one in us. So it's about what everyone feed. Now I do honestly feel like when you get into the industry, you gotta feed the bad wolf because that's the only thing that they portray. That's the only thing that they're going to polarize. You get what I'm saying? It's not like they're polarizing the good one. So you see the homies, I think, that understand what's going on in the industry, they take a step back and they be like, okay, this shit ain't for me, and they get the fuck on. But the other homies that want that fucking fame and everything like that, they keep going down the path. And I don't think there's too many homies that you can point out that has made it to that path without doing some bullshit, bro. Like without, I can point it out. I'm like, damn, bro, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And it's because you stay in that world so long. Because I think when you finally get hip to what's going on, everybody gets the fuck on. The ones
like
that
dehumanized, like you were saying, where you're not intentionally doing this to be like, fuck all these people, I hate these people,
But
you're
you
just like, I gotta make it, so I'm
Bro,
just gonna do it.
Like you got, bro. There's two ways to think about that because I think one of you guys said that like I think it was it you? Somebody said that like you are doing this because you want to be famous. That's not necessarily true because depending on the field that you want to pursue, fame has to come with it for success. That doesn't mean if you want to be successful, that doesn't mean that you necessarily want the fame. Because like with music,
you could be famous without being.
In order for you to be successful in music, there is some level of fame that has to come with it just by the numbers. To get $4,000 from streaming, you have to be streamed a million times. There is a level of fame to that.
That's a level of narcissist to it because if you just wanted to be a musician, bro, and music was your passion, the only thing that you care about is playing music. That means that you're successful. The success is playing music. That's all it is. Now getting paid, even financially, I can write music for people. It doesn't have to be me coming through the speakers, but I want to be up there. You dig what I'm saying? Because I think it's a lot of talented artists. If they chose the songwrite, that they would be on way faster.
But songwriting is just as hard to get into as being an artist.
But I think it's a higher success rate in music. I think a lot of artists want to be famous, bro. I think that there's a lot of opportunities in music that people don't take because they want to be famous.
But bro, even still, there are famous songwriters because of how popular the songs that they've written are, and you wouldn't know what they look like, but you would know their name.
But that's like I didn't know that person wrote that song, or I didn't know that person wrote that song, or I didn't know that person wrote that song.
But that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying, regardless of the desire, just by the numbers, to be successful, fame is a byproduct of certain industries. Like to be successful, even as a songwriter or a producer, if you're going to be successful as a producer or a songwriter, your song has to perform by numbers. So if you get 1 million streams, 10 million streams, that's 10 million people that have heard your thing and seen your name. And so now you are at some level famous. That doesn't necessarily mean that you wanted it. You might want the money. Some people do want the fame and they don't care about the money. That's why labels can fuck people over, because they were like, I'll make you famous, give me your money. But like a nigga that wants, even if you're completely independent and you're not, like, there are niggas that are rich as fuck that are only famous in their region, but they have to be famous to some level because of what comes with it. You got to do shows. We're talking about rappers or singers. You got to do shows, which means enough people have to care about you to buy a ticket.
Could I make a record and send it to a TV show, or can I make a record and send it to a movie, or can I make a record and send it to a video game? And would that be? Could I do that?
You could do that.
Could I get a check from that?
You could do that, but you are attaching yourself to something that is famous.
But I'm selling. No. I'm selling content to somebody. I don't have to be famous. I sold a song that nobody knows that I sold.
That song would not. You wouldn't be able to get money from that song if you.
But I sold it.
There wouldn't be a budget if there was no fame attached to the.
But look, what I'm saying is I'm not famous. You said it has to be some type of level of famous. I'm saying, could I sit in a room and could I send some music out without me obtaining fame? I don't have to obtain fame. My art can run out in this world and do whatever my art decides to do. It doesn't have to be Jamar made this art, but I can get a monetary value from it, and I don't have no fame whatsoever.
But you can't get the monetary value without sending it somewhere where fame is involved.
Wait,
if you're selling music to a TV show, if the TV show isn't popular, then they don't have money to send you. If the game isn't popular, they don't have money to send you. Or they're sending you $50 fucking dollars.
Wait. So what
I've already done this for the record.
He's saying himself. So himself, he doesn't have to be famous. These companies can be famous and he'll give it to them, but he doesn't have to be famous. But a product of that, what you're saying is if
fame
people hear
involved.
this, they're going to look at you and be like, all right, well, what have you done? And they're going to be like, oh, you're like, if it's great and it's what they like and what they want to hear, they're going to pay you.
Yeah,
they're going to pay you.
So what I said was that fame is a byproduct of specific industries, no matter what. Like with that, unless you're like you in
rock
in
band.
some, not even a rock band, like bro, that's, even rock bands are famous. You can be famous
'cause
locally.
Well, that's my point where I was saying John's brother, who's in a band, he does play locally, and they're even not like their numbers online, even locally, they're not really that big, but they got enough family. They got friends that always come to their show, and they play at bars, and they're successful because they're just getting shows around in the area. They're getting money. They still don't have the numbers on the line. They don't even have music
What do you
released.
consider successful? And I think successful is like
think that
literally a
depends
case
on the
by case by. It is.
No,
a case
that's
by
another
case
thing.
person.
It's what
do you
how
consider-
you are looking at it, because there's no wrong way of going through the industry, but there is a majority. There is a way that the majority of the industries ran, and that's when you're at the top and you make so much money and you have millions of views. It's like
you become a slave.
Yeah,
to
there's something there that's like, how'd you get that? What'd you have to sacrifice? What'd you give up to morally to
everything.
get there?
Yeah.
Not that you
Okay.
have to,
Everything.
but it's
What I'm
most
talking
of the
about,
time.
because we're getting into abstract territory,
No,
abstract
that's what I love,
psychology
though.
territory.
Yeah, I love
I'm talking about making fucking money so that you don't need a job.
Okay.
To do that,
We sound like some Fairfax niggas.
no, like to do that, no matter what, there is
We
some
gotta sell
level.
this course.
There's some
Sell
level
this course.
of fame, like in
Behind
the
a paywall.
entertainment industry in general. If you're modeling,
But that's for all
Fame
business. That's all
helps.
for all capitalism, though. That's how
yes, but like
capitalism
just in
works.
general, exactly. So no matter what, but the difference is you. In these industries, in the entertainment industry, the person is the product versus like in a regular business, the product is the product, or
No,
the
but
business
the art is
itself
the product. The person isn't the product unless the person chooses to be the product, is what I'm saying. That person that wants to be the product has a level of narcissism in them, because you can't let your art just be the art, because you don't have to be it. Your art is the product. Now, when you integrate yourself into it, you're saying that you want to be the product, i.e. the podcast right now, right? Prime example. I was able to step away from the podcast because the podcast is the product. I don't have to be here for the podcast to operate and for it to be fly.
But okay, but take that example of what you just said. You stepped away, right?
Yes.
Imagine
Welcome
the
back, by the
podcast,
way.
which is the product,
Yeah.
blows up.
Yeah.
Million people.
Yeah.
250,000 of those people are like, who's that guy with the dreads? I like him. And
Yeah.
then they follow you. Did you want that?
No,
Did you want that?
No.
No,
Yeah,
you-
I don't mind. Yes, I want it. I want that. I don't mind it. 'cause
Is that why you're doing this?
That's why my face is present. Yes, so I can be on red carpets and so everybody can see us. Yes, because I could easily conduct this from behind the scenes. This is one of my few endeavors, because you know me from music, and I actually used to rap first. And I purposely took my ass behind the scenes because I said my heart was in the business side of it, and I've been orchestrating music and I've been executive producing music this whole time because I don't want my name out there. I don't want to be seen in that light, and I don't want to be operating in that light. So this is one of the few times that I've came out in front of a camera and said, and where I speak my piece or whatever, because I want to be seen in that light, and I also want to be on red carpets and talking to people.
But even still, what you said was that the podcast is a product and you can step away from the product, which means that if the podcast was to blow up and you stepped away,
Yeah.
but people found you anyway,
Yeah.
they found you as a byproduct of the success of the podcast. You didn't have to try. You were just a part
I
of it.
did have to try.
Like you were just a part of it.
But I
like,
had
But
no,
he-
I had
it's-
to try.
It started it.
I
Like,
started. I had
like,
to try.
if he
Like,
didn't
I
make
had
the
to-
podcast
you
at
see what
all-
I'm saying? I'm saying like my art can go. Like if I painted the Mona Lisa, I didn't have to put my name on it. I could be person X, and then everybody in the world can adore the Mona Lisa, and they know that X made it. That is the difference between a person that the artist wants the notoriety for creating said art, and then letting the art be the art. You dig what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying with this podcast. I can even go away right now, and I can just sit there and pull the strings. They never see this dreadhead person ever again in life.
But
and
that's
this
what I'm
bitch
saying.
blow up.
There's no difference between those two things. Besides
is
the
art and
person's
one is the
intention.
person.
Besides the person's intention, there's no difference between those two things, because either way, if you paint the Mona Lisa and then people fall in love with the Mona Lisa and find out that you're the one that painted
They
it,
won't find
there's There's
out.
no
If I
difference.
die.
There's no difference.
If I don't want nobody to find out about I component the Mona Lisa, that is a big difference. If I want to take credit for the Mona Lisa and I don't want to take credit for the Mona Lisa, that's definitely a big difference. Because one puts that the art is doing the work, and the other one is saying that I painted this art. I'm the creator of this art. Give me my credit. That's two different lanes. So if I paint the Mona Lisa and die,
but that's what I'm saying. That's intention. You're talking about the action of the person. I'm talking about by the byproduct of being in that field to get to the point where you can sell a painting for hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars or whatever the fuck. You have to be known.
No,
because what he's saying is if he wants to be in the back.
No, because On My Mama came out of nowhere. Nobody was known.
On My Mama
up.
didn't come out of nowhere
It
because
did.
Mark had 5,000 followers already.
Did he have 1 million?
He got 1 million views.
Did he? No. But the views. If I had 5,000 followers to go for 1 million, it came out of nowhere. I'm saying that the art is I think what happens is people in this day and age is specifically because we got this Instagram shit and everybody has the follower and they feel like they're the thing. The art is the thing, bro. And if the art goes out and work, I think that the art, if you let it rip and it comes back, is going to do shit. Rocky Balboa, he spent so much money into this art and he put it out into the world. It wasn't well received, and then years later, I think it was Scarface. A lot of examples of art going, and then years later it becomes a cult classic and somebody hits it and it takes off. You feel me? And I'm saying that there's a lot of artists that don't even Punk homies, they wear helmets and shit because they want their art to be the thing. The Gorillas, they want the art to be the thing. They don't want them to be the thing.
Gorillas is just one dude.
Gorillas is one. But okay. So take the example of what you just said.
Gorillas, yeah.
How'd you find that out? Do you think he wanted you to know that?
That's true.
It's a byproduct. Okay. You cannot control what happens. So,
bro, I did not find that shit out until like 10 years after Gorillas.
Like Tame Impala is one person. He's one guy. Tame Impala is one person.
Not two people?
No, he's one person. And so Tame Impala feels like I only go backwards.
I know. I was just making
but so what I'm saying is that regardless whether you mean it to or not, if your shit is going to be financially successful in the way that we think of something that's successful, I'm not talking about fucking spiritual definitions. I'm talking about financially successful.
What is that though?
Successful enough to be talked about on a fucking podcast.
That's not financially successful.
But I'm talking
in America, $60,000.
I'm talking even $60,000. Even if you were going to make $60,000, that's 15 million streams if you were trying to make it from Spotify. That's fame.
But that's if you chose that route.
But no matter what, a level of fame has to come with that level of success to get to that point. To make $60,000, Wes has to shoot 300 videos. You have to get 15 million streams.
What about in music, in movies, the entire production, the executive producers, the mixers, the masters, the engineers,
they are attached to something successful. They are attached to something famous. You do know their names because they put them in the fucking movies.
But somebody will hire somebody based on it if they were in a Christopher Nolan movie.
But how you were saying with what's your intention?
That's your resume,
no, but that
though.
you said that exactly.
Normal.
That's you're saying what's your intention. With Marty was saying, if he wanted to not be a face on this, if he didn't want millions of views, he would be in the back typing on stuff. People know his name. We'd say, oh yeah, Marty's. Same with Wes. We say, oh yeah, people know Wes, but it's not the face.
But credit Wes.
You're not all up there.
But I'm saying
by
the
default,
art.
But I can
so
tell
can we
you,
not agree that the art and then the art of the person that wants to be the credit for the art are two different things?
Yeah, 100%. If I sold somebody a song in It
and
gets,
you wrote it.
And, yeah,
Party Next Door is the
perfect
fucking example. He sends these records out, right? And he could have shut the fuck up, bro. He didn't. What he do? He sends his version out because he's watching his fucking work and he wants to take credit for his work. If he was okay with it and he had his bag right, he could have shut the fuck up and let them records run. But no, he wanted to take credit for it. Why? Because that was his intent. The music had already made something, bro. We had to get told that Party was doing this shit. You dig what I'm saying? Oh, Party wrote that record. Party wrote that record. And even to the point where Party just started dropping this shit because he wanted credit for these crazy ass records. Oh, damn, you doing all of this shit and I ain't getting no credit for it? Oh, here go the reference track. Why would you do that? Because you wanted the credit for it, bro.
But that is intention. And what I'm saying is that whether he had those intentions or not, people were going to find out by the level of success of the song. Like James Fauntleroy, not famous as an artist, wrote
refuses to be
songs for
famous.
Justin Timberlake, Beyonce. Why do I know his name? Because he wrote songs for Justin Timberlake,
But because you're a musician, that's why.
That is true.
You are a musician. I don't know. I never heard his name, bro. I don't even know.
You don't
couldn't
know who
even name
James
one?
Fowler is?
I've never heard his name, bro.
He's on that's
I have
never
a
heard his
friend
name.
who's
I'm
not a
pretty sure if
musician.
we did
I have a friend who's not a
poll-
musician. She's actually
No, a lot
how
of
I
people
know
don't know
about that
You
because
see what I'm
she
saying?
loves him singing. Like she loves his songwriting.
Okay, y'all, hold on. All right, it was a great ass topic. Honestly, I honestly just wanted to do this,
Damn.
go around the
Yeah,
table
I like
and
this.
say who we think gets the most hate or unnecessary hate. But I do like the conversation
This was a
that
great
we
conversation.
had.
Who specifically?
I agree.
Yeah, who specifically, or just list off you said Kim K, which is a great example.
Yeah,
You said Drake, that was a great example.
I don't think
That's what I meant by the conversation, but the way that we took it and turned it, I did like that. I like our debate
liked it.
episode. I do like
That was a
it.
good talk.
Yeah. How much time we got left?
I think we're kind of try to wrap it up.
we're pretty
shit.
far over.
Ah, we really fucked.
We really need more to
yeah.
talk about music, man. I love it.
Yeah.
Blade, the
Oh.
director got cut. Another one. Son of a bitch. Looking for a new one now. If you like directing movies, help Blade, please, because it needs help.
Well,
Kevin Feige, dude.
What, do we got enough time to do a speed round real quick? Just speed.
Yeah,
it
go
through.
ahead, go ahead.
All right.
Speed what,
Hold on. Before we start, I do need my phone. I'm sorry. So you want to start with Matt real quick? And then we can wrap this shit up.
What
real
we
quick.
speeding through?
It's
Just speeding to unnecessary
unnecessary
hate
hate.
so we can have some clips so we can clip it.
Unnecessary hate, Demon Slayer. It's a basic story. It doesn't go too far in depth, but what the fuck could you ask for? It's beautifully done. There's no plot holes. Nothing doesn't make sense. It's not trying too hard, and I don't get why people hate it. Just have fun with it.
I never seen that. Like
For
people
real?
hate it. I don't
Oh,
really see
man.
it.
Oh, it's a lot.
Yeah,
Especially during that anime
I did see that. I saw that.
Demon
That shit was
don't
unnecessary
understand.
as fuck.
Like you don't have to think it's the best thing ever, but it's one of those things where you're like, why are you saying? There's no way you're saying it's trash. It is. It's not fucking mind blowing. But if you say that's trash, every single basic anime is trash. Then
Because it's very basic. It's like very surface. The story, sorry, is surface level.
exactly.
But
That's
the animation takes it somewhere else.
yeah, and then just have fun with it.
Yeah. Anything else,
No.
Mike? Or Persh?
Come back to me.
All right. Okay. I got a couple things. Got dark skinned women,
Damn.
This nigga.
Star Wars,
Okay.
cats,
Yeah, that's a good one.
weed.
You said cats?
I agree.
Cats do get
I
unnecessary.
do
they-
see
yo,
that,
they
bro.
get-
Yeah,
People are
they
weird
do.
about cats.
Well, no, I wouldn't even
They
say me because I
do.
used to hate cats, and then I lived with a cat, and then I'm like, bro, these motherfuckers
yeah.
are like. Honestly, sometimes it's better than
You just
than
gotta
living with dogs.
understand.
Yeah, like
just
yo,
gotta
yo, you
understand.
could just
They like
he
their
just
own
chilling on the
space
couch, like bro,
sometimes,
don't
yeah.
touch me, bro, I'm chilling. Like yeah, I fuck with that. And he clean, gotta clean up after him like that.
Yeah.
A missionary gets unnecessary hate.
Man,
Sorry.
I wish I come up a
It
little
does.
like this shit.
It
Quick
does.
licks.
Missionary gets necessary hate. Missionary's mid.
I'm just being quick and not
Just
explaining.
regular old missionary.
No,
leg
bro,
up or
no,
nothing.
Okay,
just like,
first of all, if y'all doing that bland ass missionary, y'all niggas to turn.
you talking about the missionary from
Eternals.
You talking about the missionary from fucking
Yeah,
the missionary from The Last of Us? Hey, I ain't know gay niggas could do mission. Yo, I'm not even joking, bro. I did not know that shit. I was like, what
Hey
the
Dave,
fuck?
you see how they act when y'all ain't here?
Bro. We do this every time.
Yeah,
we did it while he was on here.
Yeah, bro.
But like,
that,
bro.
yeah, that shit was funny.
But
Yeah, I
like,
was
bro, no, I was like, yeah, they earned that shit, bro. That shit was.
yeah, they got them Emmys. Meek Mill.
Man, nah, bro. What you mean? Never mind.
I
Go
think
ahead.
Meek
Rock
Mill.
out, rock out.
We only got another hour, bro. Hey,
You right.
hey,
you
I
I
right,
think
rock,
Meek Mill is
rock,
one of the greatest
rock.
rappers
Here,
ever.
here.
But he get a lot of
We
hate.
can just
Gen Z
stop
and
it.
Fortnite.
We can just stop it and
Jay-Z
start
and
over.
Fortnite.
No,
We can
Gen
just stop
Z.
it and start over, and y'all can do the beat.
I'm straight. I'm chilling. I'm shutting the fuck
Fortnite
up.
does get a little.
I'm
I do.
chilling.
I think Meek Mill can rap very good. He just got to stay off the internet. Gen Z and Fortnite, and that's it.
Marty, you want to
Okay.
go? You want me to go?
I can. I mean, you can go.
I didn't say
don't
Wale.
care. It don't matter. I mean, I'm ready.
All right, I'm a.
Wale, yeah.
You know what? I wouldn't say that, but I would agree with I would agree with dark skinned women.
Thank you.
I would agree with that.
I think they get a lot of like
Unnecessary, just
a lot
for
of
no reason.
unnecessary hate. They're
Yeah.
beautiful and
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
I love the dark baddies, man.
yeah, they some
Yeah,
big.
so I would
And they
agree
look
with
good
that.
in the sun too.
I seen
I
this one little
say-
chocolate chick. I ain't gonna cut. My bad. Go ahead.
All
Bitch was thick. Wait.
Whoa.
I would say all. Like I'm still saying what I
start with
said.
an M?
Fucking celebrities.
Okay.
I say Islam.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's fresh. Cause I just saw some shit and I was like, "What's wrong with y'all niggas, bro?" Like,
Like the religion,
the religion
like
of
the practice
Islam.
of it, it does get a
Like,
lot of
bro,
hate.
people just. But you know what it made me
on
realize?
both sides.
It made me realize that it's a branding thing. It's a branding thing.
Mm.
Like a lot of shit is branding. I come to realize that because like Christianity is just as bad.
Yeah, but you know, Christianity.
You
can
just
sell-
you
can
just
sell it.
You just read that shit the other day. It was like women should be silent.
Yo, yeah, exactly. Yo, like, I was in the Second
Like-
Timothy chapter. Second Timothy, was it chapter 11? Then that shit said women should be silent. No,
Bro, that
Well,
shit.
well, the Bible got wrote by.
written.
Come on, bro. Come on. Come on, bro.
Well, so like, if we because we're going to talk about it, but anyways, this story's derivative from the Sumerian text and
Yes,
cuneiform
yes,
and all of that
yes.
shit like that. So like, it's just an interpretation of, and then
Other
like,
stories.
so King James was like a slave owner. So then it's his version of it. So it's King James' version of the Bible.
That
Well,
bitch
it's
came
not the
out
Bible.
500 years ago.
You know what
The
I'm saying?
Bible.
You know what I'm saying?
This
Like,
Bible came out.
yeah,
Came out like an
so
album.
they-
500
Bro,
years ago.
but it's still hit.
Bro.
Nah, they
It's like
keep
Thriller.
like,
He said it's- Yo, the best selling bitch. Hey, but
Fucking on top 5.
but like I'm saying Islam because
man.
like bro, there was a I remember seeing this fucking video and this dude was going
Fuck it, I'm
around
converting. You can do it.
reading verses like and saying like, oh, like what do you think about this verse from the Quran?
Mm.
And he's reading it and people are like, wow, those people are so like blah 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 blah. And he was like, oh, that was actually from the Bible.
And
then
then
they were
like,
like-
people do that shit.
They were like, oh, like you know, they couldn't comprehend it. So Islam, I would say that. I feel like Taylor Swift gets unnecessary hate. Sorry, Antonio. It is
Do
what
a
it
wrench
is.
in there.
Sorry,
He
Taylor
music.
Swift don't deserve all the hate that she gets. She ain't did shit that I'm aware of.
She
Like,
made Shake It Off.
she like Shake It Off is hard.
I thought it
She
was
made
bad.
some. She made this song called Willow. That bitch is so hard. So I would say that. I would say white people doing black music
Oh yeah, that's
unnecessary hate.
man. What? No, never mind.
I heard your beats, nigga.
Yo, them jazz beat, yo, them shit.
Yo,
be
them
hit,
bitches be
dog.
hitting, bro.
Like, yo, what?
Like
the-
white people doing black music, bro, they don't deserve that. Superhero movies, I don't think they deserve the hate they get. Anime in general,
oh, yeah, that's yeah.
anime in general,
Yeah.
like bro, like what the fuck is like? Okay, anyway, anime in general, BBLs,
You think? I don't know.
Nah,
I think they get too
bro.
much love.
BBLs get too much love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's going down in the like a
It
decline,
is.
but
It
like,
is.
I like it.
crazy.
I'd rather have a small.
We got to
natural
wrap up. My unnecessary hate is me. I feel like
You.
Nigga, dark.
yeah. So all the One Piece stands out there on YouTube land, you feel me? I feel like I get like a lot of unnecessary backlash.
Went too hard for Dragon Ball Z, bro. That's
Nah,
what
it's
you-
no such thing,
Look,
bro.
bro.
You feel me? So
Went too
like,
hard.
all
I
the
can't
YouTube
wait for the
homies,
next
that I'm back. It's gonna be lit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you more
Sir.
content to complain about. It's gonna be
Back.
fun.
All right, Wes.
But
Yeah, I
you
got
some
one.
Unnecessary
And-
hate.
Before I say this, let
Uh-oh.
me say that I don't like his
Disclaimer.
music. I haven't liked his music in like 10 years. But I think Logic gets unnecessary
does get
hate
unnecessary
for
hate.
his music.
Kyle,
Logic does
watch
get
this episode,
unnecessary hate. Logic gets unnecessary hate, bro. Let that nigga live, bro. He has a confusing life experience.
Bro, on top of that,
On that note,
them trolling him and telling him he's the worst rapper to ever grace
That's
a
insane.
microphone is
That's
crazy.
insane. Diddy has literally rapped. Like, bro. Birdman,
No way out was hard.
chrome on a 800.
all right, y'all crazy. Shit, I'm sending it to Matt. Fuck it, Matt, do your thing. Close us out.
All right. See you, Space Cowboys, later.
Why's it gotta be
We
the
out.
other white guy?
Because Wes, it could have been